I was outside smoking the weed, and this fucking dude walks up beside me, and he stares me right. He looks to his side, and he fucking looks at me in the eyes. He's like, "What sort of deals are they cutting you out there?" And I could barely fucking understand him. I literally had no clue what he said. This dude was so confident about it. He's like, "What kind of deals are they cutting out there?" And I was like, "What?" 3 times. And he just kept saying it. I was like, "Oh," and I was like, $200 a night, but it's like a 50 night. But I was just like fucking struggling to put shit together because fucking still nervous about that shit. This fucking dude, he was like, after I told him how much I was paying, he's like, "Nah, bro. I was in Russia. I paid $200 for a month. We have a 2-star hotel." And I was like, "Was it good and bad?" And he's like, "Nah, it was good. Ladies came in, cleaned it every night. Beds made." He said his wife and kid just came back from Russia. So I guess it's to Canada. This motherfucker is a Canadian citizen, born in Canada, moved to Utah, grew up in Utah, and then he retired in Canada. He has 6 kids. Fucking, I forget their names, but one is like 48, another's like 30 something, and then there's like, fucking, he was 55. And this motherfucker said he had $10 10 years ago. And he said that he's a millionaire many times over. And he's like, "Yeah, 55. And he had fucking cans in a bag. I was like, "What do you?" He said he made like 15 to 30,000 a day, right? And I said, "What do you do with that money?" He's like, "I buy cans." He has a bag of cans like hanging off his back. I didn't notice it. Just fucking Coke cans and shit. And I was like, "The fuck?" It's like, and he didn't have much teeth. He was like, he didn't look like he was some fucking. He looked like a fucking crackhead on the street. I think he was fucking telling the truth, dude. I think he. I asked about shit. He said his kids never rebelled when they were kids, and he fucking. He never yelled at them or anything. He always kept like a normal tone with every time. But when he got really pissed off, his voice would just go really low. And he said that the reason why they never rebelled is because they had dinner at the dinner table every night and they talked. I talked to him. That's what he said. They never rebel. I was like, how? He's like, I talked to him. And fucking, he said that they still say yes sir, no sir, and fucking, they're still fucking under the fada. I don't know how the fuck you do that, but fucking that's what it was happening. Under the fada. He said I asked him what his dad was like since he's such a good parent. He said, "My dad was an alcoholic." I asked, "How similar are you to him?" And he said, "Nothing like him." I was like, "How come?" And he's like, I was not gonna fucking do that onwards because he didn't fucking enjoy it. And I was like, "All right, that's pretty cool." Then some other dude walks up and he's like on the phone. He's like, "Oh yeah." He walks up beside us. He stops while we're just like chatting on the street. And he looks at us. He's like, "Oh," and he hangs up. He's like, "How's your day going?" And he's like, he fucking shakes my hand and I shake him back. I'm like, "Hey, what's up, man?" And he goes to the other dude and he fucking like, he goes for a handshake and the other dude was just like, just lifted his arm. It was like, because he was like picking up his coffee to drink it. And he was trying to fucking shake his hand and he just kept drinking his coffee. And he was like, fucking, blah. And I asked him, he was clearly, he said, he was like, "I'm fucked up." "I'm glad you guys are having a good night." I was like, "How's his night?" He's like, "Oh, I'm fucked up." And I was like, "What do you want?" And he's and then the fucking dude is drinking his coffee still, and he's fucking stone still, just with the coffee cup to his mouth. He said, right when I said, "What are you fucked up on?" he immediately jumped in, like, at the end of that sentence, like, "Alcohol?" And he has, like, this little smile, like a Grinch smile behind the coffee cup. The Grinch smile in front of the coffee shop. The coffee cup. And then the dude is, I was like, the dude was like, "Nah, I'm on some drugs right now." He's like, I was like, "What do you want?" He's like, "I'm on some Molly." And I was like, "Let's go." He said he took it 3 hours ago, and he was like, "You're vibing, eh?" And he's like, "Yeah, I'm vibing. Up to." And then I asked him how old he was, and he said 28. And the other dude was like, "I'm out." And he was like, he said, 28, that's my granddaughter's age. And he walked away. And then fucking one went he went that way, the fucking dad, and the fucking MDMA guy went that way, and I just stayed in the spot and I kept smoking my joint. It was like they fucking both like left at the same time. He walked past me and he started leaving like at the same time. It's a fucking magical moment, dude. Oh, before that, let me go back. Fucking when I was talking to the dad about his businesses, when he said that he never drinks, he was saying something about how he never drinks because his dad drank and doesn't do drugs. And I was like, I said, I guess just coffee then. He's like, coffee and cigarettes. And I was like, weed? And he was like, nope, but I sell it though. What the fuck? He's like, I got a pound in my bag right now. I think it was fucking big fucking. The motherfucker walks to the fucking garbage can, puts down his backpack, opens it, and it has like a fucking block of weed. It's like a block of weed, but inside of the big bag around it is smaller bags of the weed, and it all just makes like a big block. And the motherfucker is just pulling it out. I'm not even asking him to show me this shit. I'm literally just like, oh, you sell weed? And the motherfucker's pulling that shit out already. And he hands it to me. I'm like, I can't buy this, bro. And he says nothing. He just says nothing. And I'm like, that's unless it's free. And he still says nothing. I was in limbo. I was like, does he actually want me to like buy this shit right now? Is he trying to finesse me on the street right now? I was like, nope. And I fucking just, he wouldn't take it back for a little bit, but eventually took it back and he put it back in his block of cheese cunt, dude. This fucking dude was so cool. He was fucking hanging out in the street. I fucking imagine this guy going out every night, just like night strolling downtown, fucking picking up dollars and shit, because he said he picked up that shit too, not just the cans. Every night and just talking to people. This is just his routine, just part of it. Like, it seems like some crackhead shit. He looks like a crackhead. He quacks like a duck, so he looks like a duck, you know? But fucking, I don't know. I don't think he is. He also said that he has like fucking 100+ fucking properties. He has a fucking apartment complex. He has one. Like, he told me about his first one. So that implies that he has more. He said that he has a fucking a condo, a big ass condo here that's like 1,200 square feet of fucking space for like $1,000 a month, which is amazing. And he's like, I was like, I couldn't find shit on Airbnb like that. And he was like, yeah, because it's booked 6 months in advance. I'm like, yeah, of course, dude. It's fucking great deal. That shit's like at least $4,000 a month. This nigga's just handing it out. Brr. This nigga tried to sell me weed. I'll never know if he was a crackhead or not. My fucking bullshit detector is not going off here.